functions. So generally, function always have a return value. Function always have a return value. As procedure may or may not have a return value, but function always have a return value. That means function always returns output. But procedure, it can process the steps, or if you want any output, you can also return in procedure. But function always have a return value. So types of functions. So same thing, we have in parameter function, out parameter function, and inout parameter function. In parameter, out parameter, and inout parameter function. So first we'll see in parameter function. So create or replace function. And for example, here I'm writing a function name F1. Create or replace function. Return. So it is having a return statement. I said no return. So here I am writing a function without parameters first, not to show. Without input parameter, I am writing a function now. Create or replace function, function name, return varchar 2 is. That means it is going to return varchar data. So you can also mention input parameter varchar 2 of. That means we are declaring local parameter begin. So for example, I want to print v equal to Oracle PLSQL function. So this function just print the value Oracle PLSQL function. That's all. Return. So it is having return value. I said no. So here I want to return v and the logic. It's a simple function without any parameter. Later I will show you in parameter. So now compile the function. So F1 is compiled. So how can you call the function? So you can call function directly in select class. Okay, calling function. You can directly call function in select class. So select what is our function name? F1 from GUI. Now see, directly this function is just giving the output Oracle PLSQL function. You can also call function in PLSQL block also. PLSQL block. How can you call PLSQL block? Simply you begin the logic. Okay, and I want to call the function. Okay, and will it run? I think we need to write the print statement here. dbms output dot put underscore line. So what thing you want to print? F1, no, sorry, F1 is our function. Okay, first we will write directly F1. Is it going to print? No. Function we can write with print statement. Now run the function. So procedure executed, but we need to set server output on. Server output on. So now run it. Now you are calling function in PLSQL block. Your output is the function value, Oracle PLSQL function. Understood? Function with function always have a return value. So here it's a simple function which gives the output Oracle PLSQL function. Got it? Now we see in parameter function. So create or replace function. And what is the name of the function? Here simply I want to find out the greatest. Okay, greatest of two numbers by using so I name the function as greatest underscore f2, and you can pass two input parameters x in number, or in parameter no need to give in also, simply you can write x number also, y number, and output also returns what? Number is. Okay, so always you need to write return keyword here because it is a function which we did not see in procedure. Now this function is always give the number output only because we wrote the return type as number. Now I am beginning the logic. So what my procedure, my function, it has to find out the greatest value. So my logic I am beginning. If x greater than y, then what you need to say? Return x. Okay. If x greater than y, then returns x. Else else return y. That means you are saying you are checking if x is greater than y, return x. Else return y. But there is an equal case also, no? So for that purpose, I will write else if x equal to y. Okay, then simply return or equal to y also. So I will return x only because just greater than case we will say the other way. Else return y and if. Okay, but anyhow you can raise else if, or else we can include this statement here only. Greater than or equal, if you write no need of else if as well. But anyhow we return else if, no problem. So now our logic is done. So if x is greater than y, return x. If x equal to y, return x. Else return y. This is our logic. Clear? So end the logic. Now run it. First you need to compile the function. So your function is compiled. So calling the function in select class. So select what is your function name? Greatest underscore f2. So two numbers you give. 123 comma 456. So what is the output? Which is the greatest between these two numbers? So 456. Clear, Kedarnath?
Yes, sir, got it.
Means you created your own function and you are calling it in select class. You can also call in PLSQL block also. Is it? So simply begin. So you can also define here X. So if you want, declare here on declare n number. So at runtime you can pass values ampersand n m number percent m begin. So write your function here. So dbms output dot put underscore line. So then pass n comma m here. What is your function? Greatest underscore f1 f2. And you are passing the function directly. You are printing that output and the now run it. It is asking for two numbers. For example, 45, 5. So you are getting between the two numbers, which is greatest 45 by using PLSQL. So this is about in parameter function. Okay. So in parameter is nothing but you are going to pass values into the procedure and you are getting the output. So function always have a return type. So that's why you can call the function in select class or else PLSQL block as well. Now coming to the out parameter. Okay, so first we'll create the function. So create or replace a function. Okay, function name. The same function I'm creating. Greatest underscore F3 I'm creating. And here one input parameter X in number and output parameter. Okay, I will take one more input parameter and output parameter Z out number. Okay, so return output also return what number is. So now begin your logic. So the same thing. If x greater than or equal to y, then return, or you can also take the output into your output variable z equal to x. Okay, and you can also return here, or else you can return later also. Else z equal to y. That means you are taking the output into out parameter. And if okay, at last you can return which value you want to return from the z you want to return. I'm simply returning z as and it. Okay, we'll see what happened. Our procedure compiled. So run the procedure in run the function. Our function compiled. So run the function in select class. Greatest underscore F3 So here out parameter is there. Can we call it in select class? So here we have a question that out parameter in a function, is it possible to call in select class? So it is not possible to call out parameter function. Out parameter function in select class. Okay, so if your procedure is, if your function is having out parameter, it is not possible to call in select class. Okay, then we can use PLSQL block to call the out parameter function. So first I am declaring PLSQL block. So declaring the three variables x and number. So at runtime I will pass the x, y number, z number. Okay, begin the logic. So simply you print dbms output dot put underscore line. So directly what is our greatest underscore f3. Okay. What are the values we are going to pass here? So x comma y comma and our output parameter also z here. Okay, your is going to print. I will also print z also separately, so that whether our z is having the out value and the logic. Now run it. So it is asking for x 13, 17. So what is the greatest of between 13 and 17? So here see, from the function it returns the 17, and also you print it from the z output parameter. Clear? No? Okay, in the function we
Yes, sir,
anyhow
clear.
return z, and from the output variable also we printed 7.
So in this we directly declare the variables and print the statement. That's it.
Yes, yes, because function, it is a function. So that's
Okay.
why directly you can run the function by calling with the parameters. So here we have the output parameter. So we need to declare the output parameter now, because instead of numeric values, you need to provide the variable. So that's why it is not possible in select class, because in select class you can directly pass numbers, but variables again you need to declare it before passing into select class. Is it? So that's why out parameter you cannot pass in select class. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Now coming to inout parameter. Inout parameter. So inout parameter means it will do both the actions. It can pass the values into the program, and it can pull the values from the program. So here in the function, how to pass inout parameter. So create or replace. First we are creating the function. create or replace function name. So simply here I am changing the function. So addition function f1 underscore add. So here I am passing x number, y inout number. That means it is both in parameter and out parameter. But here the function has a return type. Return number is. So now write the logic. Begin. So begin. So what is the logic you want to write here? So simply y equal to x plus y. It means you are passing the value and both the summation you are again taking into y on. And next one, return y. And the logic. Simple thing. Simple addition. So now see F1 addition component. Can we call in-out parameter in select class? No, it is not possible. So for that purpose, we will use PLSQL block. So now declare the variables. So simply n number. Okay. You want to pass runtime. M number. And simply run your print statement. dbms output dot put underscore line. So what is your function name? f1 underscore add. And what are the variables? Your n comma m and the begin. Now run it. Addition of two numbers, 55, 45. So you are getting the output. Clear now?